Hi everyone, it's Lynnea here for InkOn3, and today we are celebrating the new release with an Instagram hop. There are 3 new Atelier ink cubes: Maryland Red, Bee Sting Yellow, and Peacock Blue. So these are your primary colors that you can mix together to create a whole rainbow. I'm going to be using 2 of those, the Maryland Red and the Bee Sting Yellow. I won't be using the Peacock Blue though. I'm going for a fall themed card, so I'm switching that out for the Marigold Orange. I'm also going to be using one of the 3 new stamp sets. So I'm starting with a piece of yellow cardstock. When I ink blend, traditionally I usually use white cardstock, but recently I have switched to using colored cardstock, and this has helped my ink blending look smoother, and it doesn't take as much effort when you start with a colored cardstock. So I'm starting at the bottom here with Maryland Red, and I love how that yellow cardstock kind of peeks through the red a little bit and it creates this kind of rusty color red. So if you're looking to get even more out of your inks, definitely try blending on colored cardstock because you can alter the color of your inks. After the Maryland Red, I'm blending up into the Marigold Orange and then finishing off with Bee Sting Yellow. And this yellow cardstock that I chose is almost the same color as the Bee Sting Yellow, and I did that purposely so that I can make it appear to fade out to yellow without any effort whatsoever. So here's my finished blended piece of cardstock. Now I wanted to bring some more fall vibes here, and if you know me, you know that I love to add spatter to my card backgrounds. So I'm going in with some gold watercolor and just watering that down a little bit and just using a paintbrush to spatter that onto my card. I'm heat setting that, and then I'm going to bring in a 3D embossing folder. Embossing folders are something that I don't use a lot, and so I actually did this backwards. This was my first time using this, and so I did this wrong, but that's okay. I'm going to run with it, and I'm not going to redo my whole background. So I have the Spellbinders Platinum 6, and here is the sandwich that I found works for the 3D embossing folders. I used the 3D embossing folder with my paper inside, just on top of my platform. I have a metal shim, and then I have 2 shims from iCrafter, and these are just like plastic pieces. You can use a cardstock shim if you'd rather, but I found the plastic shims hold up a whole lot longer, and they're very inexpensive. So here's my background panel, and you can see there that I have the incorrect side showing on the front of my cardstock. I like the look though. I think it's really fun having that kind of debossed instead of embossed look. So I'm going to run with that. I have the new Thankful for You stamp set from InkOn3, and I'm going to ink up this leaf with the Maryland Red Atelier ink cube. This is one of the new colors. And remember that when I ink blended this color onto my yellow cardstock, it kind of changed the color of the red ink. So here I am stamping this, and it's going to give me a different look stamping on the white than it did ink blending onto the yellow cardstock. So it's going to look like I used a lot of colors of ink when really I didn't. The Thankful for You stamp set is a layering stamp set. So I'm stamping the outline of this leaf with Blackout Hybrid Detail ink. And you saw my head kind of get in the camera there. When I'm using a layering stamp, I like to kind of look from the sides and make sure that I have that lined up properly. I was only going to use that red maple leaf, and my card looked a little bare, so I went ahead and I used the Marigold Orange and the Bee Sting Yellow and stamped some oak leaves and their outlines. Then I just kind of layered them up how I want them to be. I added some burlap colored twine around my card, and I'm just going to adhere those leaves on top with some foam tape. You saw me pick them up there with some purple tape. That's one of my favorite tricks to do when I have things layered the way I want them to be. I like to pick them up with some purple tape and hold them all together so that I can adhere them down the way I wanted them to be. I stamped that thankful sentiment and I fussy cut around that. And now I have this little twine bow, and I kind of fussed around with where I want that to go, and I finally settled right down on the stem of the maple leaf. So thanks so much for joining me. This card is part of an Instagram hop, so I will leave my Instagram account linked first in the video description below. On the screen now are a couple other videos I thought you might enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye!